Welcome back to Titan. So part 36. Last time I linked this up, built what will become a suiting room. So I think this time we're going to try to run some services to it. And I'm also going to start looking at, can I open that up, in which case building some structure to connect to it. And maybe some other ancillary bits like fuel processing and nitrous processing. There's no way I'm going to get through all of that, but you know, that's my list of stuff I'm thinking about for this episode. So let's see where the day takes us, shall we? Start by topping everything up so that we don't run out partway through, because that would just be annoying. Have a little snack. Right, so just checking out what's actually in there. Nothing I need for construction anyway. Okay. Right. Any other thing I'll just quickly do is that filter. That, right, okay. Let's get to work. Okay, so out here is now a vacuum. So one thing I do need to do is I need to make a slight adjustment, because I'm going to change that external to 0. There we go. Excuse me. Sure, that was highly unpleasant to listen to on the video. I have got a little bit of a cough. I will try not to cough too much. Right, okay. So these airlocks are sort of functional, but I think they're going to struggle a bit. Just getting some pressure into them, however. What we're going to do today is hopefully going to move us in the right direction to solve that. Right, we are going to make an absolute load of pipes. So we will need both steel and silicon. Let's get all that going. Right, this is now going to be my de facto dumping ground. I'm not sure I actually need that, but we'll take it off the wall anyway, along with that. Right, we've got absolutely loads of cables, so that's good. Now, this blue cable that we're using to power the workshop, I'm also going to use to power this suiting room, I think. So we're going to build some suit storage. Not here. In fact, it's from the... I think it's from there. Yes, it is. So it will have to wait. Right, that can go there. Right, what we do need is we need a an air supply into here. And we need a waste gas line as well. So we'll grab these two, because I'm going to want a yellow and a green. And we'll also want that white, because we're going to be making some oxygen lines. And we actually will also be making a nitrogen line to refill the jetpack, so we're going to be busy. I don't think this is going to be anything like enough pipes, but we'll do that. Right. How are we getting along here? Well, almost there. The downside of this is that until I connect up properly, every time I want to go outside, or every time I want to do any work on the atmospherics, I have to go outside. That's iron frames. Okay, I'm going to dump them for now. They're not without their uses, but they are not the main thing I'm looking for. What I am curious about is what did I do with all the... actually I'm going to want that because I'm going to want to make a fuel mixer. What did I do with all of the steel? Well, maybe I never made the rest of the steel frames. No, I don't think I did. Right, okay. Well, that's the answer then, isn't it? So let's make some more. We'll start with 20. Actually, I've already got 2. We'll start with 18. Go. Right, I'm going to want at least 2 pressure eggs for pressurising this area. Logically, the suit storage should go over that side somewhere. Let's just put everything that's going in a heap over here, so it's at least all in one big heap together. And we'll leave that in here for now. I'll keep that orange. Let's tuck the laptop away, give me a little bit more accessible room. Right, now I do want, whoops, suit is spelt with a U, suit storage. Ah, silver. Not often we need actual silver, is it? Sure we have some, there we do. So 15, and we've run out of steel, I think. Yes, we have. Oh dear, we've actually run out of steel. I'm going to have to go make some. Okay, well I'll take what I can get there. We'll add that to what we've got there. Right, let's going to make a reasonable sized batch, as you could probably guess. It's 3, 4. Oops, that's number 5. That one vended wrong, if that's the right word. Right, so that's 6. And then we're going to need 2 stacks of coal. Okay. This is where I definitely need some sort of chute system for delivering things outside. Right, for now that will be enough. Let's make one of those. Okay. So, I mean, I guess we could put lockers at this end and suit storage at this end. There's quite a lot of pipework required around suit storage, though, as you can undoubtedly see. I think that's probably the right way to do it. Right, so let's move this round here a bit. Right, so there's space there for two should I want to do that. Obviously there's only one of me, so one is probably enough, but it's kind of nice to have a spare one all set up and ready to go, so I might do something with that. And there we go. Should we want it? Another one there. Okay, so that was the kind of easy bit. So that's breathing in, propellant in, waste out. Okay, so the waste out, I realise that we don't necessarily need insulated tanks for these. Tanks, pipes, but that's what we're getting. Okay. Right, just to make it a little bit easier to see what's going on. And we'll connect those like that. Okay, there's no way that's going to be even close to enough insulated pipes. I'm just going to make it run until it runs out. That's another 17 we've got enough steel for. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to go make a large batch of steel now. Okay, but we can see roughly where that's going to end up going, so that's a good start. Yeah. Right, let's go. Right, first things first, let's get this furnace warming up, shall we? Get in there. No, I missed. Unbelievable. Right, I haven't got huge amounts of nitrites actually. So I probably need to use it slightly with care. That should be enough to melt, if melt's the right word for what happens to coal when you chuck it in a furnace. Process, that's the right word. Right, then we'll go grab the other two. Okay, that furnace is actually cooling very slightly slower than it was. Hopefully this will be enough. Once it's processed the last one. No, it's just not quite hot enough anymore. That is a shame. Now it is. Nice big slab of steel there. Excellent. And I guess we may as well throw some more volatiles in the mix. And right, I think we'll empty that now. I didn't realise that was still running at 5. Oh well. Right. Okay, that at least gets me enough steel to do something useful. I'm slightly scared to do it, but I feel like I might need to have a look and see how that overflow room is looking in a minute. Right, we'll leave it on 10. Hopefully 10's a bit more noticeable. Probably isn't, but you know. Right. It's a bit old school, but just want to get rid of that. Right, okay. So I need to get waste and air. So the waste is the easiest one because it's already connecting along the top. Just need to get it through somewhere. Somewhere through here probably. Work out the best way around to do this. I think we'll do it like that for now. Nice. Okay, that's got us a lot of the way there. Turn that round there so we can cross this. Okay, that's a waste line in place. That's a good start. That was easy. Now for the harder ones. So air is down there. So I suppose I may as well just run a spur up there. I feel like this is something that will come back to haunt me later. It's not the most efficient. Ah, I say it's in place. I actually didn't do that last connector, did I? Let's do that now before I forget. Okay. Right, now then. So I'm thinking if I bring that up one, then across. Maybe a 5. And then run that along here. Oh yeah, I put it on the wrong side. Oh well. Okay, that's not bad actually. That's most of the way to where I need it. I still need some more pipes, which I kind of knew I was going to. So I guess it comes down to what do I want to do more urgently, really. I think I'm going to try to run an oxygen line. Because that needs a bit more thinking. Okay, so my plan here, let's close some of these windows. My plan here is to run a line off the oxygen out the back, and then I'll go up and over and figure out where to connect it to. Any spare pipes in here? I don't think I have, but no, always worth checking though. Right, temperature in here is looking nice and stable, which is good. Right, so if I want to run an oxygen line, it's actually kind of fiddly. Because I've got to get around that pipe there. Okay, I'm actually going to have to do this slightly differently. I'm going to have to move that further back. That's a straight insulated, okay. Oh, that's a normal pipe, isn't it? So that doesn't help me quite so much. I'm going to have to run that down there. Which is all fine. Now, where is it? Oh, it's there. Right, okay, it's not where I thought it was. So actually I need one more. There we go. Nice. I mean, that bit's a bit redundant, but that's fine. Okay, now, that now gives me a bit of room to manoeuvre. And I think I can send this one straight through the wall there. That gets it clear of the tank. Do it from this side. Is that right? Yep, that's right. put that on there. Okay, good. Put that away there. And then, if I'm clever, I can reuse that, thus leaving me with one spare piece of pipe here. Okay, that is now connected to the oxygen line. Now I still need a piece of pipe in there, and I still need to fix all of that. So it's not that I'm exactly in no further need of pipes, but that's a start. Actually, that's a point. The other thing then to think about is if I'm going to run fuel, I guess I'll put the mixer there and then I'll run up to a mixed tank up here. So there's the mixer, so I could put a fuel tank up here. I've still got a bit of space here for my nitrous. And then we'll pipe the fuel along, all the way along and drop it down. Okay, that's the way to go. That should be closed. Okay, so I think what we've learnt is I need a lot more pipes. Yeah, there's nothing else we need to do out here for now. I need to just go and get those pipes. Yeah, we're going to have to be more aggressive about the volatile management in here, aren't we? There we go. That's okay. Don't you worry, we'll burn off all that volatile in no time at all. Right, is that set to 50? Because I really don't want it set to like 5 or something and it just churn forever. Here we go, wait for it. Yay, fireworks.
Hydration critical.
Wow, already? That was speedy. Not in a good way. Right. Okay, so we want to pressurize up there. And we want to back pressurize down there. Actually, I may as well leave those ones where they are, because I'm going to use these. Right, let's think about this before I just start laying random pipes to random places. Because we'll have to do it that way to avoid the cables. It's not really ideal, but it's about the only choice. Which means that's a 2. Wait, I have a better plan. Maybe that's good enough there. A little bit closer than I'd have probably wanted, but saves a lot of messing about, so I'll take it. Right, and actually, right, we want one passive vent. That's not going to get very far, is it? What have we run out of? Probably silicon. Insulated pipe. Yes, it was indeed silicon. Okay, right. So next thing we need to put this on here, and we will colour code that so I know when I do eventually tidy up the ceiling that that is a waistline, and that is a fresh air input line. And we're going to set, whoops, we're going to set the input to 100 kPa because that seems like a reasonable plan, and we're going to set the, that's probably quicker to do it this way, I'm going to set the output to 85, that should be enough to get some circulation going. And I'm going to spray paint that, so that's all good. Now, what did I do with my cable? Blue cable, thank you. Right, probably going to need a few more. It's probably enough for now. Please tell me this works. Yes. Whoops. Okay, and we'll cross there and round there, and oops, in there. Did that wrong, needed one more, needed two more. Let's have a few more than that anyway. That can go there, that goes there, that goes there. Amazing. Okay. Right, so in theory we should start to pressurize. There's nothing in that pipe. Of course, that pipe's not connected yet. Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? However, no, that would be stupid. If I do that, I will suffocate. This is still in a vacuum. Right. Okay. Let's not do that. More pipes. Okay. But that's good. That's a dirty waste out, and see, this will suck dirty waste out of here. At least I hope it actually actively pumps it, and I don't need a valve or anything. And that will take all of that out. Arguably that back pressure reg probably should be on that run. Oh yeah, of course it should. It's going to dump straight into this room. That's dumb. What have I done? I'm an idiot. Is there a neat way to do this? At the very least we want to do that. I I probably want the back pressure reg up there actually, in hindsight. Oh, run out of battery. Let's change that over. Right, okay. That can go up there. Back pressure. Okay. Right, okay, so we'll do this slightly differently. Where are all my wire cutters? There they are. It's a shame because that was quite artistic really, but never mind. Bring that down the wall there. What? Oh, there's heavy cable up there. Okay, I can't do it like that then, so I'll have to go in there. That looks a bit weird. I think I like it better if I do it like this. There we go. Alright, that's not too bad. So that should turn on now. That should turn on. Okay, so the waste from here will go off down there, but it will not backflow out of there. Good. Right, next up we'll see how many pipes we've managed to make. A decent number, okay. I'm dying of thirst. Question is, can I be bothered to go and drink before I do the next bit? But I think I better had. I mean, the good news is I could actually cancel the whole cycle on that now. Right, okay, well that's all finished, so this is only sitting at 75 kPa, so I have a suspicion that I've actually run out of air. I really need to clean that pipework up as well, it's really ugly. Yeah, I have a suspicion I've run out of air. If I can find the hot spot on the pipe, which I probably can't. Doesn't matter, I'll figure it out when I get the other side. Right, okay. I have tried to pressurise quite a lot of volume.
Low pressure.
Oops. Okay, well, I didn't die though, did I? So, I mean, I actually could dump that in here. It's not the most sensible though. But it's not the stupidest thing I've ever done either. Let's do it. Right, okay. Let's go outside with all my pipes. Okay, so the first thing I need to fix is I need to connect these two bits together, wherever they are, there to there. It needs a few, not a huge number. Yeah, there's nothing in that pipe. I've used all my air. Right. Let's go along there. Then I think we go up and round. I think it's just a question of how long does that need to be. There we go. Good. Okay, well that's that connected. So that's the airline, as it were. And obviously not the airline. We haven't got any planes. Right. Now to work out where we're going to run the oxygen line. So that's going to come out here in a very inconveniently positioned place. Lovely. So the logical thing to do is to run the oxygen line directly above the air. Which I think is there. And then figure out how to get that where we need it to be. Which is going to be there. And then there. There we go. Right. Nice. Oh, come on. It's trying to do it, but it keeps getting the placement wrong. There we go. Probably another one on top, to be honest. To use up all of my white pipe stack. Yes, there we go. It's quite the journey it has to take, but such as it is. Right. Now, how am I going to get that? Where am I going to get that to go? I could run it through here. I think that would work. Needs to end up at floor level. So that would be a possibility to run it in like that. Okay, so that being the case, let's try and work out how I want to do this. Oops, that was correct. Go, and we just end up with a massive array of pipes. This one though can just run all the way down to there. I mean I haven't got enough, but okay. Well, it seems we're making more pipes again. Thought that might be enough to get something connected, but apparently not. There's no point in doing anything else out there. Yep, more volatiles make it into the atmosphere. Okay, that position works okay there though. Got the choice, actually I could run it along the ceiling. It's probably slightly cleaner. Run it along the ceiling and drop it down here and connect it. That's actually quite tidy. Although I want some space to run a nitrogen one along a similar route. But I have a plan for that. Because I could run this one up here a little further. There we go. That works. Then we can run nitrogen down and round behind. Okay, well, we can't do anything until I make more pipes, so let's just get printing. Oh, no more steel. Okay, steel we have. Basically, make pipes forever. That's actually heated it up rather more than I had anticipated. We're going to have to be a bit more thorough about that. I was a bit kind of like, it won't make a lot of difference, but actually that's taken it up to 84 degrees. That's quite hot and not what we want to have happen. And in fact, I'm going to set this to 0 and I'm going to turn that off so that we do slowly decompress in here and remove all that hot gas and cool it down. Right, so this will go... No, come on. Oh my god, I had it and then it... Get in there. Right, that will go along there, round there, up there, then of course in there. Nice. Got some white paint left. Yes, okay, good. Then I don't mind using that one. Put that there. And that's the point now. I'm going to have to run hydrogen, nitrogen into this room as well, aren't I? I should have shoved... Oh, I can't shove that further across without quite a lot of work, actually. Brr. Unless I just remove that door, but I'm not really comfortable doing that yet. Yeah. Because I can't run the nitrogen on there because there's a data network cable. Unless I pull the data network cable all the way across here. No, because that blue cable's in the way. I have run out of space. I have planned this wrong and I have run out of space. I was going to say I could run this along the floor, but that actually doesn't solve the problem. I have still just run out of space along that slot. I'm going to have to reconfigure where the air comes in and bring it in further across, I suppose. Which is really irritating because it's going to have to come all the way across here. Oh well, sooner I do it, sooner it's done. Oh, but that's going to potentially interfere with that cable, isn't it? Oh no, that'll be alright as long as I do it like that. Yeah. It's not great, I'll be honest. Well, I suppose at that point I may as well put the actual physical vent right along the other end. Oh, not that far though. Oh, I could do though. Get circulation. No, I want it in this room, don't I? We'll need to get some through that way. But for now, that will do. Well, that was all a bit of a disaster really, wasn't it? Everything that I set up in the place I put it ended up wrong. Never mind. That gives me some space to move anyway. Right, saved a little bit of cable. Okay, well, that could have been worse. Didn't need too much cable to make that work. May as well do this while I'm here, at least then the network's all in the right colour. I'll do the corners with the spray can like I did the last time. It's just quicker than trying to get them all pointing the right way, but this is a reasonably quick way of saving some paint. So I'll take it. Right, there we go. Okay. Right. Right, that can go in there. Let's run out of steel again. Get in there. So only going to get another 6 before it runs out again, but it's a start. Right, let's remove that then. actually what I want to do is to move. I want the black one. I want to move this all across one, don't I? Okay. That kind of works. This is a bit mad, but okay. What do I do with the black paint? I can't find it. Left it in here. Gonna need that anyway. Get out there. Right, okay, and then that one will be able to go up that way. And then the white one will go up there. Okay. Five. Is it going to be too long? Yes, it is. Okay, there we go. It's a bit mental, but if it works, it works. Right, okay. And actually, let's just try and get where the black one needs to come out as well, so that I can see everything out there. That surely will do a 5. Yes. Okay, good. So that is all of the connections. That's a little bit crazy. I'm going to need a lot more pipes though, because not only have I still got to get the oxygen and now the air relinked outside, I'm also going to have to build a nitrogen run as well. So quite a bit still to do. We're out of silicon again. Go. Throw that in there. We're actually going to need a whole bunch more stuff anyway, because I've yet to sort out fuel tanks. I've yet to sort out... Look how hot it is in here, that's horrible. I've yet to sort out also the nitrous storage as well. So there's all that still to do. In fact, we haven't even got enough pipes to connect up to the mixer. What's the auto lathe waiting for? Steel, probably. Yep. Yes, I had this building a stack of frames, didn't I? I remember now. Right, let's make some normal pipes for some of that mixing work. Oh, that was confusing. I ran out of power. That's not good. That suggests we fully ran out of power. No, I don't know what happened there. I think probably this blue circuit needs to be turned up to run on more power. Right, what I was trying to do was to make, say, 10 of them. Right, let's see if I can get this to still go. That was odd. Didn't think we were using that much power, but maybe smelting silicon uses a lot. Would have thought we'd be more robust than that. Now we're split onto multiple circuits. That can go off for now anyway, we don't need it. Those are on 100%. Perhaps we actually did have an interruption to the main power. We shouldn't have done. I need to check the state of the batteries, don't I? That is another job to do. That can carry on making, that can go in my backpack. How many pipes have I got? Not anywhere close to enough. 34. That's not going to go far, is it? But the best I can say for it is I could probably make a start. Right, come on, let's go and get going with these. That'll go for a while yet. Have I got all my paint? Yes. Those are all connected internally. Okay, good. Right, let's go. Right, let's get up here. Okay. Oh dear, that's not clever, is it? I've just realised what I've connected by accident. I always love accidental connections of things. Right, okay. That's not very good. That means we've got junk in the airline now. Yes, we have. Amazing. Okay, well, that's what it is. Can't do anything about it now. Should have done the fix from out here first. Now, where's the airline need to come in? Over here. Yeah, that will work. Okay. What's that one? Right, okay, now we need to sort this out. Good, right, okay, that's at least all of those reconnected. even if we have polluted the clean air. It'll work itself through. Take a little bit of time, but it will work itself through.
Hydration critical.
Right, and now we need to run this one. No, not with that shape. We need to run this one along to here. Need to go up 1, 2. There we go, and onto there.
Power low.
Do that, and then it's nicely lined up with the oxygen line. There we go, that's almost tidy. Wah! Did not mean to jump that far. Right, we'll do that. Then I think we will do this. Take that off there. Stack those onto there. Run 10 there. Okay, now we're getting quite lined up. No, that wants to be a 3. There we go. Whoops, fell off. It's going well till then. No, that's too long. Do not want that to be a 3 then. That's just 2 1s. One. Corner. There we go. 1. And up and land again. Ew. Right. Okay, so that comes through here. So that goes there. That goes onto there. Definitely run out again. Okay, quite close. Then I've still got to figure out how to get the nitrogen on. Wah! Misjudged that jump, didn't I? Nearly as badly as I misjudged that little flight. Okay. Let's leave these spray cans here. My battery is falling. That's not a good sign either. That suggests that maybe I was just out of range of the wireless charger, but I thought there was one not very far from this door.
Pressure critical.
got away with it with no volatiles coming in this time. Yeah. Okay, it's kind of hot, but that's interesting. There's nothing left in that pipe network, so that pollutant I managed to dump in earlier has found its way around the system. Which isn't necessarily great news, but oh, that's set to 10, that's why it's doing stacks of 10. Run out silicon again. Oh. Right, we have run out of power. Need to check that. For now, I've just shut off the drills and centrifuges. It's not like we're short of raw materials. In fact, on that subject, let's throw another silicon on the fire. Right, I'm going to have to go and sort myself out quite soon. Keep going. I believe in you. Right, I'm hoping I can get this connected up this episode. Its time is starting to get on now. Taking a remarkably long time to print pipes. Oh, God. I'm not sure whether I just need to adjust the drawer on this blue circuit. Seems more likely to be the problem. Guess I'm now running bunch of extra stuff. It's probably turned on really low or something. Don't know. I'll check it while I'm out there. It's getting kind of boring now.
Hunger caution.
Right, okay, come on, let's get this done. No more messing about here. Thought I just saw a yellow paint can go flying past. Don't know where it ended up, but never mind. Right. That oxygen line is almost finished, actually. There's not much in it, but there is some oxygen. Good. Okay, let's get the nitrogen line into a similar state then. So I'm going to run that directly above it. It's nice and clean. I'll run it slightly further out though so that I can drop it down. Come on. only wanted to be a corner. Go. Right. Oops, I used the wrong one there, didn't I? Was dumb. Okay, and then we drop down. No, come on, drop onto the pipe, not halfway across the gap. Just stand there nicely and behave. Right, all we need is... just trying to work out whether that's... oh, this drift is doing my head in. Right. No, go there. That's it. Right. Oh, right. Okay, there we go. Okay, right. There we go. That was exceedingly painful, but we're nearly there. No, no, come on, come on, come on, stay still. Do it right. That's it. That looks a bit mad. Right, so I'm going to have to work out from the inside where to put the nitrogen. I would suggest that we have run out of electricity. That's not supposed to happen. I don't want to open that door. That is not supposed to happen because this here why is it not running? It's not running, but it should be running. Unless it's got clogged. Has it got something in it that shouldn't be in there? It must have done, because it says it's turned on, but nothing is happening. Yes, it's managed to get some... Right, I don't even know how that's happened. Get over there. Oh, come on. That'd be annoying. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. That goes in there. That's how we've run out of power anyway. Right. Do you know what? I don't even want that. I'm annoyed with it. Right, okay, back over the top then. Hopefully that will bring everything back online. Probably need to put some sort of warning on there, but we'll deal with that later. I'm surprised that we are not... Oh, of course I turned off this circuit, didn't I? This is still connected off here. That was stupid. So actually it's irrelevant whether or not we were out of power. More fundamentally, I turned off the circuit for the gas processing. That needs to be on its own loop as soon as possible, really. Anyway, right, come on, we can do this. We're 5 more minutes and then I'm calling time. So, you know, stop messing about, basically. Right, let's turn that on. That's a start. Right, let's turn that on. Smell that. Got any more pipes for me? I'll take any more you've got. Right, great. Forgot to put the cladding back, that can wait. That can get stacked there. That's a 20 stack as a start. Got any more? Yeah, keep going. Keep making it. Throw that in there. Right, we'll do the fuel the next time, but at least then we've got the main atmospheric services in place. In fact, we've got all the services for the suiting room in place. I'll take one more. Right, let's go. Oh, there was a single stray one pipe there. Okay, let's get back round to atmosphere processing. That's better. To be honest, 5 minutes I'm going to have died of thirst anyway, so, you know. So many warnings. Right, what's the temperature in here? Okay, it looks reasonably sensible. Good, okay, so where am I going to run that nitrogen line out? Kind of have the same problem that I had with the oxygen one, don't I? Which is that the place to feed it out is blocked. Maybe I need to just feed it out directly above the oxygen one. Maybe that is the answer. It's kind of tidy doing it this way. Just need to figure out how we're going to fit it onto there. Like that. Don't like that. Let's go up one. Okay, there we go. Nitrogen is in the correct position. Right, okay, that was exceedingly difficult. Right, that can now be used for fuel lines, which is a next time problem. However, I will at least begin to figure out how to connect these.
Hunger critical.
Okay.
Health critical.
I know, it's all terrible. Right. And now I think it is time for me to leave. Still haven't actually connected up outside, have I? So I'm still going to need that. And up and over and down. This is annoying because I reckon if I had another couple of minutes I could do this, but 18% health, probably cutting it too fine. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I'm a maniac. Look how close it is to going. %16 health. Okay, this is getting a bit worrying now. Because this is taking too damn long. So the drift. Come on. Just go on there. Okay. It's done. It's done. Go, 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 go! Come on, get down there. Get down there. Go, go, go. Right, that was tight, but you know, at the moment I'm still alive. I hope this decompresses real quick. 10% health. Cancel pressurize. Let's go. Straight through. Get in there. Cancel pressurize. Cancel pressurize. There we go. Made it. Not dead. Oh dear. Plants on the other hand, I can't say so much for. They look bad. Definitely lost some crop there. Okay, I need to grow fewer potatoes, I suppose. Obviously don't have as much CO2 as I hoped I would have, not least because of that stupid generator stalling out. I can only think that the pollutant ice actually spawned inside. It probably spawned above the inlet actually and got sucked in. That's a more fundamental problem. That one does not look happy. I'm harvesting that one and I'm eating one of them. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with eating a nearly dead potato. Let's clear that one. clear that one. Okay, hopefully they'll come back. Hopefully it was just lack of CO2.
Hunger caution.
Yeah, I think they are coming back. It's going down pretty quickly though, isn't it? That's not great. Where's all my CO2 ended up? I mean, I suppose the answer is I've probably processed it into oxygen. Okay. And I've filled a very large volume of space, which has probably got a bit of CO2 in all of it. Actually, do you know what? There's higher in here than it is in there, so I'm going to open that.
Health low.
That should help a bit. Yeah, that's climbing now. Okay. Good. Yeah, I mean, I guess I've got that bit in there. Has probably got a bunch in as well. Okay, well, there we go. I think this is probably a really good place to stop, to be honest. Made good progress, but definitely a few things to sort out going forward. But the suiting room is now at least connected up, so I'd take that as a win. That's quite a lot of services that had to be plumbed in there, and they've all made it in, so that's good news. And next time we can start actually putting it into use, and I might even next time remove this airlock and make it into a normal door. We'll see how it goes, but in the meantime that one's knackered. And none of them are in great state, to be honest, but you know, let's actually that one is. Let's just throw these in here so I remember for next time to put them in the suit holder. Lovely. Right, okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Definitely making some progress. Didn't get everything done that I thought I would like to this time, but I think we're ready to get the fuel set up next time, and definitely in a better state with that suiting room in the middle, and just got to keep making gas, really, I suppose. Anyway, that's all for now. See you on the next episode. Bye for now.